Melinda is here with Feld Entertainment to talk about High School Musical, the Ice Tour. How exciting!
Hello.
Boy, we can hear you.
Hello.
Welcome to Media Talk. Tell us about how you guys landed this huge production.
Well, Kenny Ortega and Kenneth and Nicole Feld of Feld Entertainment, they got together, and of course this is the next natural progression with the High School Musical productions. They've done the stage show.
Right.
They just completed High School Musical 2, the movie. So what better way than to put it on ice?
What a huge success of it. I mean, was that a no-brainer, or was that a shocker when it became so?
No, we realized it was coming.
Did you?
Yep.
But you're actually telling me when the first one. See, I think the second one did better than the first one because it gained its popularity in possibly reruns.
Well, it kept running over and over
Yeah,
by
and that's
popular
where
demand.
exactly.
And nobody really expected what was going to happen with the phenomena from number 1 to number 2. And number 2 was the highest debuting cable show ever.
You gotta be kidding. Well, we had a little party at our house. My daughter and her friends from the neighborhood were all over there sitting in front. They didn't leave the TV, not for a second.
Were they singing and dancing and doing
they
all
were
the
having
moves?
a blast,
Yeah.
throwing things around.
How
Great.
the High School Musical 2 just debuted not too long ago. How long did it take you guys to get the ice tour together, and how the audition process go? I mean, how did that happen so quickly and debuting now here?
Well, we kind of knew it was coming, working very closely with Kenny Ortega and Feld Entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
So back in the spring, they held auditions for the skaters in Las Vegas. And we put 3 identical
Not
tours
where you would
together.
expect an ice skating rink to be, huh?
Well, you kind of have, it's an international,
Right,
so
right.
people came from all over the world.
So hold on a second. So here, this is from the success of the first one, right? Sorry about that. My earpiece fell out.
Okay.
From the success of the first one to it rerunning, building an enormous success for the largest ever special cable network broadcast movie.
Got it?
Okay. Foresaw that a little bit happening. So all this ancillary stuff that goes along with that is you started putting that together in April,
Right.
May,
And it's September.
casting, and it's September, and you guys are on the road, and you have 3 troops traveling around the country
Correct.
or the world.
Oh, it's gonna be traveling all around the world. So we had one tour that launched last week in Lakeland, Florida. We open tomorrow night here in Tampa, and then down the road a couple of weeks we open up in South America.
Wow,
tell-
that's amazing, isn't it?
Tell us about some of the actors that are in the ice tour. I mean, do they range from ages? Where do they come from? I mean, you've got
Right. Most of our skaters are in age from 18 to 35, and they are world-class skaters. They're fabulous. Most of them aren't household names per se, but they are stars in their right minds. They've been with us many years. They've worked very hard on their skating techniques, their jumps. Some of them do backflips on ice. Wait till you see
that's
that.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
So then you weren't looking for skaters that resembled the actors from the movie. You were just looking for natural talent or people who were
It's
talented.
a combination of both, plus some of that is the Disney magic. So
Oh, sure. You have to have a little
Yeah,
bit
gotta
of
have a little
magic.
magic.
How does that work? And I'm probably going to jump off course here, but I'm kind of also interested. I know you hear about the High School Musical, but the greatest show on earth too,
Yeah.
right? That's Feld Entertainment also owns
Right.
the rights to the.
Right. Feld Entertainment is like the top of the umbrella of our corporation. And from that is Ringling Brothers Bar and Bailey Circus. We have 3 touring units of Ringling Brothers.
Wow.
We winter quarter here in Tampa. So we're here in the community about 8 weeks out of every year, putting a brand new show together and launching
in my
it every
neighborhood.
January. Oh,
Like,
good.
I live in Bradenton. There's some people that own giraffes that live down the street from me.
Yeah.
That's strange. you
We
know.
get them from all in the community here. There's a lot of people that have large animals that we use.
Do you travel? I mean, if you're only here 8 weeks out of, or what's your year like? Are you on the road?
Personally, yes, I travel quite a bit, and I'm a spokesperson for the greatest show on earth, Disney on Ice, now High School Musical.
Oh, you're kidding me! So that's one of your entities as well, too, as far as being a media public relations director.
Right. And then we
Wow,
also
you-
have
How exciting.
on the Disney stage side, we have Playhouse Disney,
Right.
which is yet to open. It opens in another week or two.
At
And then
MGM?
right,
Or, okay.
over at Lake Buena Vista somewhere.
Okay.
I'm not real sure. And then there's Doodle Bops. I'm sure you've heard of that.
He
Doodle
wouldn't,
Bops.
but I would.
Yeah,
Don't you?
Doodle Bops.
Doodle Bop.
And
Doodle Bop. Yeah.
Then we
forget it.
have Winnie the Pooh
Yeah.
stage show.
And My
also
Friend
had,
Tigger, too.
Right. And we also had Mickey's Magic Show.
Wow, that's an
So.
You're probably the coolest mom ever. You have the coolest job. I have little ones that grew up on Playhouse Disney.
Yeah.
Going back to High School Musical, the ICE tour, how has the sales of the seats been going? Has it been sold out so far? But there's so many shows I noticed on Saturday.
Is the success from broadcast traveling
Once
through?
the movie hit, sales have been incrementally climbing. It's just been phenomenal.
Really?
It's just like riding the wave.
Your product markets itself
amazing.
pretty much, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, what's next for you guys? I mean,
we don't know what's coming up next because we're waiting for that next big hit. But I know High School Musical 3 is getting ready to start filming as soon as all the contracts and everything are signed. So, we're just waiting on that.
Do you think Disney will be intuitive enough to do a theater release first before they go, or is it the success part of it being accessible to everybody on TV?
Well, the High School Musical property in itself transcends and goes all the way into the high school drama classes. So that's what added also to the success of the property. And of course the ice show just became naturally the next step. The choreographer for the ice show is the same choreographer that was in the movie.
Oh, no kidding.
Chucky
Really?
came out and taught all the skaters the dance moves on the ground, and then they had to translate that to ice and then add the flips, the tricks.
How does the ice show compare to the actual show itself? I mean, is it so similar that no one would? I've not ever seen anything redone on ice before. So
last week at the premiere in Lakeland, we actually had parents singing and dancing in their seats, children, tweens, teenagers, young moms, all singing and dancing in their seats. Some brought rah-rahs, some brought signs that said, "Go Troy," "I love Chad," "I love Corbin," because everybody loves the stars from the movie.
And you're located here in Tampa Bay?
Right. We have a regional office here in Tampa. Our world headquarters are in Vienna, Virginia.
Oh, that's great.
Yep.
Wow, so the next big thing is just following a trend and finding out what the next trend kind of happens. I'm sure you got to be working on something a little bit ahead of time. But you can't tell
Well,
us.
the next thing we're working on in our group is Ringling Brothers Circus, which will debut the first week of January at the St. Pete Times Forum.
I got to tell you, the circus
every year it's always big, always
every year.
different.
I gotta
always
tell
new.
you, the
is it going to ice?
No, we haven't found that concept with elephants on ice yet.
I got to tell you, the circus
Ice
2 years
skating.
ago to the circus when we went last January, completely different and phenomenal. I don't know what it was just the greatest show on earth.
Right.
So
Do we
hats off
have
to you.
another 60 seconds? Yeah. So Feld Entertainment actually does
said
the
I wanted to see it
choreography
on
and all
ice.
that stuff, or arranges all the people to do the choreography with the circus?
For the ice,
for the circus,
for
for
the
instance.
circus, we have choreographers that come in, and this year we have, as of right now, we have a superstars choreographer that's going to be teaching our dancers and performers the hottest moves right out of Broadway, Vegas, L.A.
man.
And I can't tell you who it is yet.
No, that's great. I
it's
can't
a
wait
top
to,
secret?
for you to tell
it's
us.
a huge superstar.
When you can't
that's
tell us,
awesome.
will you come to Media Talk and
Sure.
tell everybody?
You might even bring them and have them teach you some dance moves.
I will. I want to learn how to
Yay.
dance. You know what?
Yeah.
Thank you very
Okay.
much. Thank you for all these little
Thanks for the
pop
stuff.
things. This
Bring
is
your cheer
awesome.
gear.
Cheer gear.
Oh, I love it. I actually have a cheerleading outfit.
Is this stuff that is this
sellable?
sellable at your?
We have some different materials that are on the concession stands. Yep.
Good.
Give us your contact information of how to get tickets or if anybody wants to get a hold of you.
Great. The best place is to go to the website, which is High School Musical, theicetour.com.
Easy.
Or Ticketmaster to get your tickets. But opening is tomorrow. We have one tour going up the East Coast, one going to the West Coast, and like I said, the other one to South America.
That's gonna
And
be
how
amazing.
wonderful you decided to do it here locally. That's for your debut.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Great. That's because you're here, though, right?
Well, I'd like to think that.
Thank you very much.